All praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone. And of course, all the Akim out there that be pushing his truth, but nothing but sincerity, in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. So today I wanted to speak on the word integrity. You see that word integrity, it's a really important, really important thing to have, because without integrity, you don't show no value. You just it's kind of like, for example, someone that works hard, right? Let's say a job, and he's a hard worker, and he comes to work. You're like, man, this guy right here, he never gonna foul us. This guy stays working, keeps working, and he never foul us. Because you know why? Because that person that's a hard worker, he has integrity. Because integrity means, like, you dedicate yourself. Though, well, let's actually got it right here. Look at integrity can be defined as aligning your conduct with what you know to be excellent. A person of integrity displays a principled dedication to values and beliefs. They always seek to reflect ethical standards and do the right thing regardless of the circumstances. For example, someone that's a hard worker, right? They dedicate themselves to working hard. They go to work, they don't foul, they just handle business. You know what I'm saying? They go to work, handle business, and leave. And people will be like, man, that guy right there has integrity, because he goes, shows up, does what he has to do, and goes home. You know, being in the truth, this is an important thing to have, integrity, because it means also like a moral standards, moral, meaning you're supposed to, like, moral meaning, like, it's the righteous act. So, that word integrity, we want to have integrity in the truth, because you can't be a slothful person, because if you're a slothful person, you're just lazy, though. It's like, you don't want to make a video, right? You're like, "Ah, man, you know what? Even though if you have the time, you see, me personally, I have time though. I have time. I try to get as much. If I could make a video today, I'll make one. You know, and always have an idea. Like, you know what, tomorrow, and I think of a subject. I see something, and I'm like, damn, I can make a video about that. And I try to think about precepts, and I hit it with three, like at least three precepts, two precepts, and I'm like, you know what, tomorrow I'll make a video about that. So it's all about, and of course the spirit too. You gotta have that rakah too, in order for you to jump in and have passion to this. You can't just make, because I'm not saying there's Akim out there that do this, like they like, you know what, I have to make a video, and they just, you know what, just get this over with. You know, that's not the spirit. You might as well just not made a video that day. That's not the spirit to have, though. You're supposed to be, passionate with it. You're supposed to have passion, get into it, like Apostle Tahar said, and you're supposed to, like, saying, explain too, edify, and have a little, have a little fun with it too, you know. So that's the thing, integrity. It comes a long way with that, Let me get say, slothful. With being slothful, you can't be that, because I know there's precepts about that, but I can't think of one in mind right now. Let me just see if I can find some. Mm, Slovakia about that. Slovakia. Um, Man, what was it? Kind of, I gotta learn how to, spell too. Let me just try to get that word though. Slothful.
Here's the definition of slothful.
See,
Lazy.
slothful. So let me see. Now I know how to spell it. Let me get a Slovakia about that.
Here's the definition of
Okay,
slothful.
th.
Lazy.
Okay, see, there's a lot of precepts about talks about slothful. says, look at this one. It says, the slothful man roasted not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of a diligent man is precious. You see? And look at Proverbs 18 and 9. It says, he also that is slothful in his work is brother to him that is a great waster. You see, just a waste though. Just a waste. That's pretty much what you are, man. You can't be, doing those stuff. You can't be lazy in this truth though. You gotta put in that work. Me, I could have just been like, you know what, I'm not even gonna look for that word no more. Slothful. But you see, I had to, find a way to do so, to find that word. And, I already knew the definition. I just didn't know how to spell it. So I just had to work into finding out what the word, how to spell it. You see? But look at all these precepts. It talks about being slothful. See, look at a slothful man hideth his hand in his bosom and will not much bring to his mouth again. See? You can't bring nothing to the table if you ain't doing the work. See, so we can't be slothful to this truth. We gotta actually do the work and make sure that we're doing things to our best to our ability. So that's why we gotta have that integrity. We gotta have integrity with this truth. You see what I'm saying though? And one good example, okay, now we know, okay, well, integrity. Let me get it from the etymology, because I know it means like also too like wholesome. Like you're wholesome with things. Let me see. Wholeness. Okay, there it goes. It goes. Integrity, an undivided or unbroken completeness, or totally with nothing wanting. Says, look at the synonyms: unity, wholeness. You see, you have pretty much everything which you need. Nothing's gonna break you within the things that you have already. So you don't really need more. So let's look for this word definition of wholeness, which also is another definition for integrity. You see, it says state of robust good health. See, a state of robust good health. So that's like going back to what I was saying. The guy that's a hard worker comes to work and you're like, oh man, that guy, he's never gonna fail us. He does the work. He does the work. Kind of our apostles. They, when they do camp, man, they ain't gonna, they're gonna, what I'm saying, though, they're gonna get into it. They're not gonna fail us with the edification. They always edify us no matter what. So now look, it says a state of robust good health. Now let's look for the definition of robust. Sturdy, strong in form, constitution, or construction. See? Marked by richness and fullness of flavor. You see what I mean? So, a state of, sturdy, good health. See? So, you gotta be healthy, to be in this truth, though, so you can, explain and break things down. You gotta have wholeness. You gotta have wholeness in this truth, though, you know? And I actually want to get a precept. Job, in the book of Job. This is the book of Job 31 and 6, and it says, let me be weighed in an even balance, that the power may know my integrity. So you see, he wanted to be weighed. He didn't want to have more. He didn't want to have more or less. He just, you know what? Judge me by my work. Judge me by my work. And based on that, you could, at the outcome of it, just let it be then. Because that's the thing. You want people to know your works and more of other things. That's why they say, people, when they say, hey, want to live you want to live your life to the fullest, right? That's an example. You want to live your life to the fullest, but let's say you're an asshole. Say you say, when you want to leave this earth, living your best to your ability and shit, living to the fullest. But they say you're an asshole. Ain't nobody gonna go to your funeral. But if you are in this earth and you make an impact, that's when you're gonna have more people go to your funeral. You see that matter? So you can't be an asshole. That's a dumbass fucking philosophy. Living your life to the fullest, man. You can't be doing that shit. You gotta make an impact to people, or to righteous people, of course. So that's the thing. You want to leave this, kind of people that don't have kids, right? Don't have sons. They're like, oh man, my generation is gonna cut off right there. You want to. I'm not saying you have to though, but leave. You don't want to have a son so your generation could continue. You see? Um, so that's the type of thing that I'm talking about right there. So, Job is telling, you know what? They give me have a balance though. So the Most High could just know my integrity though. Based on my integrity, hey, judge my integrity though. So that's what I'm saying. Job had integrity though. He had integrity because he was going through it though, and with things like that, and he, the story of his five friends, or it's like his 5 4, they're trying to what's that called, comfort him, and he was just going through it. His kids died, and he was just like, no matter what, like he was just still had throughout the whole book, he still had integrity. He had his ups, and he had his downs. I mean, and with the things of the matter, he had his downs, and he was still like, he was going through those emotions and things like that. But he still had integrity. He still had integrity. You know, to be a man of his truth, we gotta have that. And we gotta make sure. It's a lot of things to this though. But at the end, like all I can say, it's worth it because you know I know I hit this one a couple times already, but look at Philippians 1:29. It says, "For unto you it is given in the behalf of Mashiach not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake." Look at for our Mashiach though, what he had to go through. He died for our sins. He died for our sins, literally though. So why can't we suffer for his sake? See, that's the type of thing that what I'm saying, like that. That comes with integrity too. We have to have integrity towards Mashiach. No matter what, he suffered for us, so we gotta suffer the same way. You know, so no matter what, we always gotta make sure to keep pushing. Like this truth, and open up the eyes to the hopeful elect, the remnant, and what the things to the matter. We have to. And me being new to the truth, still trying to observe all these things. Of course, I can't observe. It's like drinking water, right? You can't drink a lot of water. You drink a lot of water, you're gonna drown that shit. I'm trying to drink. Every time I'm thirsty though, I drink some water. I drink water. I try to get healthy. I try to get my body to have healthy, drink enough water for my body to be healthy. You see, so I'm still new and I'm still learning, but and it comes to this, so that's why I got the Akiam to help me. I'm a one, and he always helps me out though with any questions and things like that. So hey, that's the brother right there. So like I said though, you have to suffer, and then and this other story, um, the second book of Maccabees, this going to the seventh chapter. There were martyrs. I think that it's like I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, martyrs, and they died for it though. I know it's in the second book of Maccabees, and I think one. Okay, look at. So there's 7 brothers. Okay, so it said. Let me read the first chapter. It says, verse. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. So imagine, they didn't want to eat. Uh, they didn't want to eat the pig, and they were tormented though, and they were getting hit, whips, and things like that. And the mom was seeing all that shit. Imagine the mom; she was watching all the brothers, her sons getting murdered though. And it says this in this second verse. It says, "But one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers." Man, you see, that was the first brother. He said, "I'd rather die than to break the law of our fathers." You see what I'm saying? That's the mentality. That's integrity, right? No, yeah, of course, integrity too. But that's a martyr. He was ready. He was die for to die what he believed in. You see? So we're supposed to have all these. Like I said, integrity plays a big part of, the brothers. These, they had Job and this brother right here too. They had integrity for sure, man. They had integrity for sure. That's why I was saying that word and the meaning of it. It's real important though. It's real important to have integrity in this truth. So we got to come do this because the outcome, yeah, I know it's suffering and with things of the matter, but the outcome of it is worth it. Because look at what Job, it's like with Job, his outcome was because he was still dedicating himself. He still knew he had moral standards with the Most High. So here, this is Job 42 and 12, and it says, "So the Most High blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning, for he had 14,000 sheep and 6,000 camels and 1,000 yoke of oxen and 1,000 she asses. He had also 7 sons and 3 daughters." You see, the latter end of it. Yeah, he went through his trials and tribulations. Don't get me wrong, but the end was good. So Job died a happy man. So yeah, like I said, we gotta, and the truth, we gotta come with integrity no matter what. That's a real important thing because you have values. You dedicate yourself for what you believe in. So hope this video was edifying. With that, all praise and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone, the water for them too, the Akim too, that be edifying and pushing this truth, with hardness and integrity. So with that, Shalom.